Today I'm going to show you Sub-Zero combos that do a lot of damage, and they might seem a little bit complicated, but don't worry, we'll go step by step. So let's kick things off with the first combo. I have to say, this one is really beautiful, it's like poetry almost, except you're killing people, but you know, same difference. Basically we can break down this combo into two drills, and the first one is on screen. You want to make sure of two things. One, that you're consistently putting out your enhanced ice hammer, and two, that you're consistently connecting with your ice ball. If you're struggling to consistently put out the enhanced version of the hammer, most likely your thumb is hitting the face button before your middle or index finger hits the shoulder button. So when you're about to pull off an EX move, one little trick that I like to do is pull my thumb back off the controller a little bit further than it usually would be. So this lets me put out EX moves on a consistent basis. In order to make sure that the ice ball connects at the enemy, when you're doing the back 1-2 part of the combo, make sure that you hit 2 immediately after hitting back 1. This gives you a little bit of a buffer time for your ice ball, and you can catch your opponent a little bit higher in the air, which makes the rest of the combo a lot more easier. Moving on to the second part of the combo, the drill for this is actually on screen right now, and I don't have any sort of little tips or secrets to tell you. This one is pretty self-explanatory, and you will get it just with practice. Let's take a look at the finished product one more time before we go on to the next combo. So the next combo is actually a lot more simple. It does 30% damage without using your super meter, which is nice, but the catch is you have to do it in a corner. The first drill is on screen now, and you'll probably notice I'm throwing out only one small punch, front punch, whatever, instead of two. In the combo you actually throw out two, so if you want to practice immediately with two, feel free, just make sure you hit those two punches really quickly. You might struggle when you do back two and then going into the punch. I know I struggle with that timing for a little bit, but it's just one of those things you'll get with practice. The second drill is on screen now, and it's actually pretty simple. You just want to do the inputs as quickly as possible, basically. And again, this is what the finished combo looks like. This next combo is another one that you can only do in the corner, but it does 34% damage, which is pretty good. In case this combo is a little bit too much for you, I'll be showing a variation of it in a little bit. But first, let's take a look at the first drill. If you've been following along, you've done a drill similar to this already. It's pretty much the same thing, same tips, except you're throwing an enhanced fireball at the end. The second drill is now on screen, and as you can see, you're getting familiar with some of these moves. So one thing to note is when you're doing the neutral jump and then later the forward jump, make sure you're not accidentally doing two neutral jumps. Because if the forward jump that you're supposed to do becomes a neutral jump, it will negate the combo and it will do something different, and it's not what we want. Once again, let's take a look at the finished combo. Here is a variation of the combo we just looked at. It's pretty much the same thing, except after the fireball you do a simple uppercut. It also does 34% damage, and it's also a corner combo. However, one thing to note is that once you do this uppercut, it sends the opponent in the opposite direction because you were in the corner. So you're going to lose your corner direction, and when the opponent gets up, they might try to pressure you into the corner. So use this one at your own sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Discrepancy, risk, that sort of thing. So on screen right now is another risky combo. It seems pretty simple to pull off, but again, you lose your corner advantage. Another thing to note is that even though it does look simple to pull off, getting that second uppercut to come out is a real pain in the ass. So I would say only use this combo if you're showing off or just playing for funsies. If you're playing for serious, you probably won't land it just because the timing is brutal and the netcode, as we all know, is not perfect. This combo is a lot of fun to do, but it's actually pretty challenging. It has a sneaky little secret. It's really hard to time, so let's break it down step by step. First, just make sure that you have this drill memorized. Make sure that you can do it in your sleep because it's pretty simple, pretty basic, but it's very important to know. Next, you're going to build on this drill with a bunch of other actions, and here is where it gets a little tricky. When you do the forward jump and hit, you have to get the timing so right in order to be able to do the rest of the combo. So my recommendation is jump up right away as soon as you can, but don't immediately strike. Give it a moment's notice before you strike, because if you strike too early, I think you send the opponent back too far back, and then you can't get out the rest of your combo. So it's tricky timing, but just remember, when you jump forward, don't immediately strike. You'll figure out the timing on your own, it will just take practice. Let's take a look at this beauty one more time. Now that you've made it through the tough stuff, let's do some simple but super damaging X-ray combos. So this one does 42% damage. There's no real trick to it, just get the timing right, but it will save your butt if you're in a tight situation and you can edge out a win. And if you find yourself kicking a lot of ass, here is a 47% corner X-ray combo. This one is awesome, it does so much damage and it's a lot of fun. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you. I always try to help out as much as possible. You can also find some easy combo videos and beginner tips in the video description as well as on screen. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, if this video helped you out, please give it a like so that other people know it's helpful. And I'll be doing a lot more of these advanced videos. I'll still be continuing to do my beginner videos as well. So thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. No, seriously, I'm right behind you.